Hey Libra, it's your honest homegirl, Keisha Neek, and this is your intuitive timeless reading. So when you see this reading is for you. Take what resonates, what doesn't. Leave for another healing homie. With that said, if you're new to my channel, what's up? If you are a returning healing homie, what's up, gang? How are you? How I do my readings, I do your intuitive message first, and then we get into your honest talking tarot session. And the song that was playing when I was shuffling your cards was Under the Influence by Chris Brown. Some of you guys need to stop being under the influence because you don't make the right decisions when you're under the influence. Your perception is not correct when you're under the influence. You dwell on things that no longer exist in your life when you're under the influence, Libra. And you need to really focus on your stability and your security within your life. But being under the influence ain't going to help you with that. Okay? Some of you are doing that, being under the influence, to take away pain, take away frustrations. You're trying to escape, and the thing is, you will never escape, because once you're no longer under the influence, those problems will still exist unless you do something about it. Many of you guys have to get into the energy of realizing that it is time to move on. You need to let go of the old and the worn out so that you can bring in the new. Libra, you do have a bad habit of holding on to the past and expecting your future to change. No. Some of you cannot allow certain things to come for the ride with you, Libra. It just can't. If it's not on the frequency that you're trying to be on, it has to go. For some of you, this is you. You need to let go of your old ways, your old habits, the way you do things, because obviously it ain't working. It ain't working. You're trying to work towards stability and security, but the way you doing things is the old way of the old you, and it ain't adding up. It ain't aligned no more. For some of you guys, when it comes to relationships, you guys have a difficult time being vulnerable to people. The thing is, whoever made you feel that way, are you dating them anymore? Because if you're not dating that person anymore, why are you choosing to not be vulnerable with someone that never did nothing to you? You treating new people the way an old person treated you. Stop making other people suffer for things that they ain't never did to you. That ain't cool. That's not cool. Not at all. Some of y'all going to have to put on your grown man drawers on, put your big girl panties on, and understand that you are no longer in that timeline. You are where you are right now. Okay? And if you're dating a person that's made you feel like you couldn't be vulnerable with them, then maybe it's time for their ass to go. And maybe you got to think about, too, why you attracted those type of people in the first place, because it is something about your ass, too. So let's hold ourselves accountable, too, Libra. Because what you receive is who you are. Because how you are on the inside is being reflected to you on the outside. If you were perpetrating a fraud in the inside, you received something and couldn't keep it. You couldn't keep it. Why? Because that wasn't really who you were. You were pretending. You can't pretend and expect things to stay. You want things to stay, you got to really do the work in the inside of you, Libra. The inside, it's only you. You have to hold yourself accountable. You can't blame nobody else for where you are in life. And if you're doing good and you've bossed up and you've, accumulated really good things in your life, guess what? You did the work, and congratulations. Because it's not easy. It's not easy holding yourself accountable. It's not easy moving on from things that you're familiar with. That ain't easy. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. Some of you could also be dealing with your father at this time. Some of you could be thinking about your father at this time. Some of you are trying to be a better father to your children at this time, or you need to. Some of you could be dealing with the father of your children. You could be dealing also with an Aries at this time. Some of you, you've moved on from certain things. You let go of the past. And it's like you stepped into a new realm. You stepped into a new timeline, and it scared the shit out of you. You are surrounded by bosses. Like, you're surrounded by people that make money. You're surrounded by people that don't play games when it comes to their lives. They pick and choose wisely who they associate themselves with. And it's like, it may make you feel a little insecure, but God's like, nah, there ain't no room for doubt. You wanted this stability and the security. You wanted this change. You did what you had to do to get there. Now you better do what you got to do to keep it. You have no room for doubt now. You jump timelines. You shifted. You can't bring what's in the old timeline with you into the new timeline because it's going to fuck your shit up. I'm telling you right now, Libra. Some of y'all have really worked on yourselves and put yourselves in a good position. Don't let your past fuck up your future, Libra. That's exactly what I heard just now. Don't let your past fuck up your future, Libra. With that said, Libra, if that's resonated with you so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your homegirl really supports the support. And I appreciate it. It really helps my channel to grow. Thank you, Mercury retrograde, for me sitting here tongue-tied with my words, but it is what it is. Let's get into your honest talk and tarot session. Yeah, see, some of you guys, you got to the money. You did what you had to do. And you can't doubt yourself, okay? Some of y'all need to be focused on this right now. And jump timelines. And manifest your dreams. But y'all gotta let certain things go. You gotta let certain things go. Some of y'all need to be getting some type of advice from a male figure, okay? When it comes to action and putting things into action, I would honestly... Like, women I go to for, like, creative ideas and things like that and how to manifest. But when it comes to putting in that work, I go to the more masculine energy. And even if it's a female that is about her business, you know, she has that divine masculine energy in her as well. So it's like, surround yourself with these go-getters at this time. Don't be afraid. Don't doubt yourself. You around them people for a reason. You are around those people for a reason, Libra. For a reason. Don't doubt yourself. But let's see what we got for Libra for self-awareness, spirit. Wait, let's put this down some so you guys can see these cards. Let's get a card for family and friends. Let's get a card for finances. And love, relationships. Some of y'all scared to get to the money. Some of y'all scared to get to this money. Listen, your overall energy is power, okay? Some of y'all may be doing Reiki healing or thinking about getting some Reiki healing done so that you can step into your power more. But really, it's honestly the energy of you really believing in yourself, Libra. If you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you? So when it comes to your self-awareness, you know that there's some things about yourself that you need to heal in order for you to have a new beginning. Okay, some of you, you know it's time for you to move on from a Cancer in order to have a new beginning. Some of you guys, you're realizing that you have to just move forward in order to have a new beginning. Okay? Some of you guys, you have to also realize that you're going to realize that this journey is all about you and nobody else. Everybody else are just characters of your inner world, okay? They just appear, they disappear, they appear, they disappear. You encounter with certain people, and it all depends on your inner world. How you feel inside is a reflection of your outside world. So you guys have to really understand that you have to go within. Okay, you have to balance out the masculine and feminine energies within you in order for you to jump timelines, in order for you to move on, in order for you to heal, in order for you to really sit there and have newness in your life. Okay, you're realizing that nobody could heal you but you. Only person that could change you is you. I don't care how many therapists you go to. At the end of the day, if you don't implement what the therapist is telling you to implement in your life, you're not going to change. You're wasting your time, their time, and your money. because it all boils down to you. And I think that's what you're becoming more aware of. And once you realize that it takes you to get you to where you need to be, you'll step into your power. You'll do what you have to do for yourself. When it comes to family and friends, you could be thinking about a deceased female, whether it's a mother, a sister, a auntie, a cousin. Okay, you may want to connect with this person, but it's like this person's not connecting with you because you're not allowing the connection to be there. They're not able to give you the guidance that you need to have, because it's like, if you're under the influence, that's low vibrational energy. They're not going to sit there and be able to talk to you the way that they need to. For some of you, you have to heal from this situation if you lost somebody, because at the end of the day, you got to remember, they're able to do so much more for you in the spiritual realm than they can in the physical. And if you are still holding on to that person because they're no longer there in the physical, they are not going to be able to help you in the spiritual realm. You have to learn to, and it's not easy. It's easier said than done, because we've been taught to have this attachment issue with ourselves where we have to hold on to physical things and just don't want to let things go. The minute you let go and you accept the fact that this person is no longer here physically, that's when you're going to be able to have a spiritual connection with them. You'll be able to see them in your dreams. You'll be able to get signs from them and confirmation from them. You may want to have like, well, before you could get to this point, you have to heal. Okay, you got to work on yourself. You got to accept certain things that have happened in your life. You have to move forward. And when you get to that point of really tuning in and tapping in with your own energy, Libra, you'll be able to spiritually connect with them. And when you do so, you'll have certain things. For example, say your mother or your sister or your aunt or your cousin or whoever this person is. This could even be a male that had a lot of feminine energy within them as well, where they were very nurturing and caring, because there are some males that are more in tune with their emotions than they are with their masculinity. Take however it resonates, but maybe, for instance, this person loved to cook a particular food. And say you are just driving somewhere or you walking somewhere and you smell that food, but that food is nowhere around you. That's an indication that that person is around. Or if you smell a certain particular perfume that they had on, and you know, like one time I was driving in the car and I was smelling cigarettes. And I'm like, I don't fucking smoke cigarettes. Like, I had my window down and everything. There was nothing around me but motherfucking grass. I live in the country. Like, I don't smell, like, why am I smelling cigarettes? But I have ancestors that smoke cigarettes, because it was a particular cigarette too. And then it was like, once I was around somebody that smoked that cigarette and I saw the pack, and I'm like, oh, okay, I know what ancestor was around me because they smoked that particular brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, some of you are connected with the spiritual realm, and then some of you are not when it comes to the spiritual realm. Like, it's iffy. Like, one minute you're in, the next minute you're out. And some of you may be seeking guidance from a family member or a friend that has passed on, but the connection is not there because you're on a low vibration where you need to raise your vibration in order to even speak with them, contact with them, communicate with them, get advice from them. Okay? When it comes to your finances, some of you are afraid to get to this bag. Like I said, some of you are so afraid of yourself that you're afraid that you will make it big. You're afraid that you will get too big. You're afraid that you'll actually make the money that you said that you were seeking out to make. But the thing is, it's like, you hear that motorcycle, right? They going. You see the motorcycle right here. It's going towards a new beginning. Like, you have to sit there. I'm going to turn this card upright so you can have the courage to get to this bag. Get to being the best self that you could be. Get to being who you are. For some of you, you may be, if you're doing something illegal, I could see why you're afraid to do something. Because your ass could get caught and go to jail. That's why. That's why you're scared to do something. Because if it's illegal, you are afraid. Okay, for some of you, some of you, like I said, you're afraid to get to this money. I don't know why you would be afraid. But, okay, I'm going to turn this back around so we can clarify why you are afraid. Some of you, if you're dealing with a Leo, they're fine. I don't know, but they ain't right. Okay, their finances is not where they need to be. Or you are taking on this Leo's karma when it comes to finances, especially when you're used to, if you're used to getting things easily and effortlessly, and then you're dealing with somebody like a Leo and all of a sudden your money starts dwindling and you don't get the blessings that you usually get, it's because you don't took on this person's karma. And their karma is that they don't have good finances. Yeah, there's some unfinished business with somebody. I don't know if you owe somebody something. Because I'm getting the energy, maybe you owe somebody something, or this Leo may owe you money. But there's some type of unfinished business with this person in finances. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's something that is a headache, it ain't worth it. You might as well just take that L and keep it pushing. Like, you might as well. If you owe somebody money, just give them their money and then and let it be it. Let bygones be bygones. Walk away from it. Okay? Don't sit there and entertain this. Because I feel like this may be something that's been keeping you back, holding you back. Okay? Like, whatever. Because if this comes back around during Mercury retrograde, whatever's going on with you and this Leo, it's coming back around so you can close the chapter. It's coming back around so you could finish whatever you need to finish with this person and then let it go. Okay? So, let it go. For others of you, there's something that you need to complete in order for you to make some money. Get the job done. Stop being so scared. There's nothing to be afraid of. That fear is an illusion. It's a fucking illusion, Libra. It's an illusion. Do whatever it is that you got to do to complete the job so you could get this bag. Because that's what's stopping you from getting this bag, completing everything that you need to complete to get to this bag is because of your fear. Get out of your fear. It's an illusion. You're lying to yourself. That's a lie because you can do it. So I'm going to turn this upright so that you can understand that you have the courage, you have the discipline, you have the determination to get this job completed so you can get to this money. Now, when it comes to love, you guys are focused on family, okay? You're focused on wanting a family, having stability and security, having a foundation, okay? For some of you guys, you know, like I said, y'all could be dealing with the father of your children, and they could be wanting to come back around and wanting to, you know, be a family again, or you're the father and you're trying to go back to the mother of your children and trying to work it out and have a family because this is what you want. You better actually, is that really what you want? Because I've noticed, Libra, a lot of you guys, y'all like the idea of relationships. Y'all like the idea of family. But when it comes time to having the responsibility of one, y'all don't want that. You better ask yourself, is that really what you want? Because the thing is, you got to work for that. You have to earn that. You can't just sit there and, oh, I meet somebody, everything is perfect, everything is going to go right. No. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to family, when it comes to you being a mother, when it comes to you being a father, when it comes to you being a pet mom or a dad pet or whatever, there is responsibility there. There's responsibility there. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to do things differently. There has to be structure. You have to sit there, keep your promises and your punishments with your children. You have to put your foot down. You have to sit there and have stability within yourself in order to have stability within a family. Because if you're not right, what makes you think your family going to be right? You over here looking at this idea of having a family with somebody in a love relationship. Are you stable within yourself is the question. Because if you're not stable within yourself, guess what? That relationship ain't going to be stable. I don't care how much of an idea you think of it is going to be great to be with a person. But if you ain't continuously working on yourself, you ain't going to have the energy nor the capability of having a solid foundation with a lover. Some of y'all think if you get into a relationship that you'll have stability and security. No, you can't have that person's stability and security. You got to have your own stability and security. They have to have their own stability and security. And y'all come together and y'all really have a solid foundation. It ain't no 50-50. Is you need to come 100, they need to come 100. There can't be no codependency going on. Some of you, too, y'all could be dating somebody and you're thinking about what a family it would be like with this person. Some of y'all are wanting to take a leap of faith and get married. Some of you are going to take a leap of faith and get in a relationship with somebody. Some of y'all going to take a leap of faith and have a kid with somebody. Listen, don't fall in love with the idea. You would ask yourself, is this really what you want? Because having a baby with somebody ain't going to make things better. It ain't. Starting a family with somebody ain't going to make things better. If shit was fucked up before the baby, shit going to still be fucked up after the goddamn baby. Y'all just done put a baby in a situation of a fucked up situation. Don't do that, Libra. Not because you lonely, not because you sad. Don't be out here doing that. Don't do that. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do for you. And if that's a lesson that you're going to have to learn, then that's what you're going to have to learn. But for others of you, I do see where you could be in a love relationship that could develop into a family dynamic and a stable one. That's for those that have been putting in the work. That's for those that have been doing what they're supposed to do. Because some of y'all Libras, y'all be on your function, and then some of y'all Libras is doing what y'all supposed to do, and you're aligned with your assignment, okay? And for those that are fucking up, y'all could have that too, but you got to put in the work. So let's get some homegirl advice. Two weeks from now is a prominent time for you guys. Have the willpower to do it. And a month from now. So 2 weeks to a month are prominent time periods for you guys. Mark that on your calendars. Okay? Have the willpower to get what you got to get done. Have the willpower to move forward. Okay? Have the willpower to believe in yourself and know that you can attract and have whatever it is that you want. Okay? And let's get an oracle message for you guys. Look, music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. So listen to music that's going to help you attract what it is that you want. I tell people all the time when I get this card, if you want to attract money, listen to music that motivates you to make money. If you want love, you sit there, you listen to love songs, okay? But my trick is I sing love songs to myself so that I could have self-love in order to attract somebody that loves themselves first and because they love themselves first, they'll love me right, okay? Does it stop you from having a few bad frogs come through? They come through, but guess what? You got to use your discernment and your intuition and ask yourself, do you need to be fucking with these people or not? Because there's people that I've had to cut off because they're too low vibrational. They're not doing what they're supposed to do for themselves. They're not loving themselves enough. And that's how I know you can't love me right. You know what I'm saying? And then we have at the bottom of the deck, helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact, okay? So you got maybe 2 friends or 3 friends that, you know, are solid individuals that you can count on, that can be your support system, that can help you when you're in need. And the thing is, I'm feeling like this helpful person is someone not to be asking them for money, but to get sound advice from, okay? They could be younger than you or older than you or the same age as you. They could be the same sex as you as well. But Libra, that was your reading. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.